Having a bunch of different restaurants that are all inspired by different regions of the globe, it can be a little confusing at times to focus on flavors of a certain dish and say this dish will be good in uni, this dish will be good at Copa, this dish will be good at Clio, this dish will be good at Toro. So it's more or less just thinking about starting with tradition and saying, okay, what can we do with chorizo? Or what can we do with a razor clam? And then come up with something that could maybe have one ingredient in one restaurant. So for instance, in Toro, we could serve maybe razor clams with a vinaigrette of piquillo peppers and preserved lemon. But then maybe in uni, we would do something like, razor clams cooked on the plancha, but taken out of the shell and marinated with something like a soy sauce made with farro. So it's nice to be able to almost have like a playbook of different proteins or different ingredients, and then be able to kind of think, different sides of the brain to find different garnishes that can really work with different dishes. So the uni spoon is a perfect example of that process. The first uni spoon was on the opening menu of uni, which was probably about 9 or 10 years ago now. And what I wanted was pretty much one bite that packed a lot of punch. So basically, the uni is not so in your face. I wanted to serve it with something luxurious, which is the acetra caviar, something creamy, which is the quail egg yolk, something a little bit acidic to kind of wake up the uni, which is lemon juice. Soy sauce, in my opinion, makes everything taste better, especially raw fish. A little bit of sea salt to make sure that the egg yolk isn't too bland. And then some chives, and that pretty much is basically it. So it's just one bite on a spoon. That's absolutely delicious. Then when we moved into Toro, I wanted to create a variation of that, being that this was a dish that is something that I've been very proud of, and it's something that I've loved and I've had on the menu from day one. I wanted to create something a little more Spanish. So then I decided to go really for the umami bomb and pop on a little jamon iberico brunoise also, where sometimes people are intimidated to serve something salty with something salty, but I think, again, with the umami richness and the blandness of the quail egg yolk, then they can coexist really interestingly and have that much more complexity of flavor as you eat this. It's almost like eating a durian, where you taste a different taste in your mouth after 5 seconds after eating it, and then 30 seconds, and then a minute after eating it. So these different flavors hit your mouth in different ways, and it's just something that I think has an amazing finish. That it's a dish that I'm pretty proud of.